Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So I've noticed that a couple people that I know and I'm close to have struggled with making decisions. And I wanted to kind of give my own philosophy and my own opinion on it and hoping it helps anyone out there. So making decisions can be very difficult, and I think that comes from a couple of different reasons. And what I want to say is probably the most, important thing to remember is whatever the decision you make is, it's good to move forward. Right? It's easy to fall into a rut, not really make any decisions, and just kind of be paralyzed by this idea of limitless decisions. And what's most important is to make a decision, because if you regret it, you learn from it, and if you enjoy yourself or it benefits you or anything like that, it was a positive decision to make. Let's talk a little bit more about this idea of limitless decisions, because truth is we don't have limitless decisions. Theoretically, we do, but none of us, I and the majority of people out there don't have the ability to buy a yacht or a plane or all these silly things. So that's not a real decision. And then I have decisions personally that I've regretted in the past. So that's not a decision I'm gonna, debate, right? It's just, I'm not gonna do it. There's decisions that I could do, but I wouldn't enjoy doing, and it wouldn't benefit me in any way. So I can personally immediately throw that out. Making an ant farm, not for me. I don't like bugs. It might be for you, right? But not for me. So we can easily narrow down and help ourselves not be paralyzed by this idea of limitless decisions once we realize that's not entirely true. Next is the way that I personally kind of categorize the decisions. And there's two ways that I do it because it helps me the most. However, if there's a way that you do it or helps you the most, please do that. The two ways that I do it is it for current me or future me? Current me is seeking joy, seeking, pleasure, seeking current, dopamine, really. And this could be from eating sugary foods, playing games, going out with friends, spending money, whatever that is. While what benefits future me can still create pleasure and joy and dopamine, but it's also something that I know later on in the future will benefit me. And this would be something like working out, studying, applying for jobs if I needed a new job. It could be, finishing coursework if I'm in school, whatever it is for you. And the hope is that you can find things that kind of cross in, certain situations where they fill both buckets. A good example could be reading. I read a lot of history, past style books because they're informational and I can learn from them, especially in the career I want to go into the future. However, I still enjoy them. So it falls into both buckets. A good example for other people might be working on your car, because it's something that when you fix up your car, it's going to truly benefit you. And if it's something you enjoy, that's awesome. And do it, right? However, you also don't always have to make that decision. You don't have to make optimal decisions at all times. Sometimes it's good to just enjoy yourself, do something silly and stupid and fun. Right? It's sometimes good to make decisions you regret because you do learn, you gain that experience. You shouldn't try to do that, but it'll happen. And sometimes it is good to buckle down and do something that's going to benefit you in the future. Make a budget, right? You're not going to enjoy it, but it will probably help you a lot. And with these two buckets, I'd recommend kind of splitting them 50-50, right? And some people, choose how you do it, 80-20, 70-30, however you want to. But to start out, I'd recommend trying to do 50-50. You want to have enough enjoyment in your life at all times to make life worth living. However, you also want to plan for the future because you'll be here for a lot longer than you think. A lot of you will be, at least. And you want to make sure you're prepared for it. Now, if you can prepare for it and enjoy preparing for it, like working out, if you can find an enjoyable way to work out, do that, right? That's awesome. But focus on this idea of what's most important is moving forward and making a decision and not sticking in a rut. Not simply doing what you've always done or falling back on whatever's easiest, right? Make sure you're enjoying your time or it's helping you in some way. That is, again, just a total personal philosophy on how I deal with decision making, right? I narrow it down into these buckets, and then if it helps you, narrow it down even more, right? There's this idea of, give me 3 choices and I'll choose from that. So if it helps you, do this with other people, or if it helps you, write it down, right? But focus on always making decisions that you will benefit from, that you will enjoy, that are for you. Don't let yourself get stuck. And that's really most important, is just live life and do your best to enjoy every part of it. Live life for the future. Live life how you want to live life. I really hope this helps anyone out there. It really helps me make decisions quicker and more effectively. If there's a way that you guys make decisions or something that you do, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful day.